Shalom. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone, the true prophets that rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, that are people of Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian descent, Israelite foreigners as well, who live amongst the heathen nations around the four corners of the earth, where they were scattered because of their disobedience. Again, peace and shalom. This video makes me just, it makes me sick, man. Literally, this is a disgusting video. It's type of shit that pisses me the hell off, and this is another example why these niggas gotta die, man. They just gotta burn. They just got to fucking burn. And you're reading this correctly. But what's even worse is you just got to watch the video. Father tries to reunite with his son, but his son was still upset for not being there and did this. And these little young niggas, old niggas in this state of mind too, man. Behaving like a goddamn woman. In the mass majority of most cases, it's the woman's fault. It's her who's behind this hatred and in this mentality. How these men, sons and daughters are angry and how they view them with hatred in their hearts. So, and I said the mass majority of the times it's because of these wicked ass hoes, man. That's another example why this goddamn red devil got to be uh, 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 vaporized up out of the way. He has to get taken out of the way so the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can come upon these demons, man. These goddamn demons. This is literally a disgusting damn video, man. And I pray in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that he destroys this man. And that's a man. That's not a child. That's a man. That's a goddamn man. And as a matter of fact, before I continue, let me read the scripture. Let me read the scripture before I play the video. Yeah, we're there. And let these niggas y'all just continue on doing what y'all do until that multiple independently re-entry vehicle, comes down upon you. Your own personal MERV, man. Where's 15? Exodus 21 and 15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. And I even there's been accounts with like my sisters, man, striking my mom, man. Because every once in a while they always went through their I mean, it was like a 2 or 3 times a year, man. They fight, argue over nothing, over literally nothing, and they get to the point they threaten each other, and there's been times they put their hands on my mom, man, and still threatening, I knock that bitch. That's how they would speak about my mom. I knock that bitch out, that crazy bitch, this and that, this and that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is about to bring his wrath upon these evil 2/3 motherfuckers, man. Excuse my language. Exodus 21:15. Let me do this. And that's literal. And he that smiteth his father and his mother shall be surely put to death. And the mentality of these evil ass people, man. I just want to get into another versions, just see how it's worded. Let me go to NLT first. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. The same. NIV. And he that smiteth his father and his mother shall be surely put to death. Well, what that's showing me is just Straight and to the point. Wicked ass pieces of shit, man. There we go. Yeah. Whosoever strike his father or his mother must be put to death. Must. You know. And that's what's coming. Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the worst come upon these wicked jakes, man. You know. I can't wait. We're praying that that period, that high point of the time of Jacob's trouble, come upon these wicked niggas, man. Esau, come on with the flood upon these ungodly, rebellious ass niggas. Come like that flood. Come on with that flood. Let's play the video here.
What you doing, man? What you doing, man?
Yeah. The man is obviously trying to unite with his son. Obviously, he's trying, And this new this piece of shit literally isn't. It would have been, you know, I would have, would have been beautiful. I mean, it's gonna come. It's coming upon him anyway. But it would have been beautiful if Yahweh Shem Yahshua would have put this nigga to death on the spot, not knowing not having no understanding, nor if it is any of his goddamn business what happened between the father and his mother, man. But you know damn well the mass majority of the time is because of the woman why they're not even together. Why that man had to literally be in the distance. You know damn well these women are behind the mass majority of these fatherless homes. The mass majority of them. Hell, I'm willing to go up to 90 some percent, man. Not to dismiss that, cause there's wicked niggas out there too. But come on, and you're seeing examples of that. That this woman was not just through the Willie Lynch letters programmed to be the way she is. They come on, you have to be held accountable eventually for your own actions, and then you come up to the period of the civil rights movement where that what do they call it, the feminist movement, where um, Esau offered this bitch food stamps and public housing as long as that man ain't around. That and there's a movie, um, I think it was called Claudine. It shows you an example of what was going on back then, that what led to now. This woman chose to have those convenience over family. And in the meantime, they're programming the sons and daughters to hate the fathers when they themselves are the fucking demon, or the reason why that man, these men are either dead, locked up, or away from the home, man. It's because of these goddamn filthy, foul ass women. Programming the sons and daughters. That nigga ain't shit. That nigga ain't shit. I hear him talk like that all the time. I've always heard him talk like that, man. Always heard him speak like that. I've watched it since the 80s till the present. Starting with my mom, my aunts, my sisters, women I've known, group women I've grown up with. Come on. There's a listen. This is let me get to it. Solomon knew what he was talking about here. Listen, look. And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Amongst 1,000 women, he has not found one, you know, that was upright, man. Not one. And show you how the world lacketh wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That one man showed you that this truth, the wisdom of this truth is rare, and that it's a treasure, man. It's rare, man. You find a gold nugget, man. It's a treasure. You're going to treasure that gold nugget. And it's the same thing with this truth, man. That it's like hitting the lottery. I hate to refer to it as that, but it's just rare, and it just shows you that the world is full of wickedness, man. And yes, you women, you foul ass women, are just exactly that. You women are foul, man, foul, and you know what you've done. Because the world has taken witness to it and still is witnesses to your foul wickedness, man. Have not found not one. So these women are literally programming their sons and their daughters to hate the fathers, man. And they're going to have to answer for that. They're going to have to answer for that wickedness, man. Because you can clearly see that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai does not take you disrespecting, striking the mom or the father, because you're to honor your mom and dad, man. So clearly he does not take that lightly in the least bit. Where's that? Is it Exodus 20 or 21? Let me go to 20 first. Yeah, it's further down. Verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee. Let me do this. Was it 12? Oh, I put 22. Don't know how that happened. It happens. 12. Honor, respect, obey, care for your father and your mother, so that your days may be prolonged in the land that the Lord Yahweh your power giveth you. Okay? Yeah, that's beautiful. I don't even need to get another one. So clearly he don't take this foul behavior lightly. Not at all, man. Not at all. Because you don't understand what's behind. A lot of these niggas are not men anyway. They're just like these women, and their everyday life is is performed like a woman. you know, Emotional as hell. Emotional as hell, man. I already read that 15, didn't I? Look at this. Look at this shit, man.
What you doing, man? Yeah. What you doing? Man? What you doing, man? What you doing, man? Yeah. What you doing?
Look at that. sure if that's the third chapter or not. Yeah, it is. Sirach 3:9. For the blessing of the father establish the houses of of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. And look, someone's recording it. Probably more likely a friend of his. And he was proud, happy to get this video uploaded. Look what I've done. Look, mom, I represented. You know, talking about praying for the 2/3. Yeah, we pray for them to get destroyed, and I pray that somebody upload a video, the update on him getting put to death. You know what I'm saying? This is horrible, man. This is horrible, man. Horrible. Whosoever curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. Destroy that piece of shit. Going back to the woman, Job, um, she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So she just pretty much just doing, just emotionally driven, whether it destroys her and her family or not, man. And in the meantime, she's going to destroy the minds of the children. Literally, just destroy them, man. He ain't shit. He wasn't shit. Using the court's child support. Just imagine the lives that were destroyed because of these women and this goddamn devil, man. Just imagine. Well, you can look at the state of our people, man. Look at it deeply and observe it. You'll come to the conclusion it's because the so-called white man and this woman, this nigger woman, this bald-headed, nappy-headed bitch, done got together and did their job, man. But yeah, she's on. They're gonna have to answer for that. That's just a disgusting video. This is a disgusting ass video. Sodist children. The scriptures refer to them as sodist children, raised by a sodist woman. A sodist woman, raised by a sodist woman. Stupefied. Tender to drink excessively, like a soft dot is very foolish. Stupefied from or as if from drink. I don't know where that come from. There you go, doltish. Stupid. Stupid women, which Job 39 verifies that. She has no wisdom, knowledge, nor understanding. They're stupid, man. Especially when left to, uh, to lead for themselves. They stupid. And then that stupid woman raises a stupid ass children, man. Stupid. Come on. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai has no use for these people, man. Cause be damn, I'd be damn if he's gonna allow them to go into the kingdom of heaven with this mentality. Be damn if he's gonna allow them to be beamed up on those chariots with this mentality, man. My people are destroyed. Where'd it go? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge of my law, where I reveal my will. And part of that law is how to respect your mom and the father and the mother. Because you, the priestly nation, have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you from being my priest. Since you have forgotten the law of your power, I will also forget your children. The more they multiplied in numbers and increased in power, the more they sinned against me. I will change their glory into shame. Dumbasses. We're going to continue on throwing up curses for the enemies, man. You know, the enemies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And it isn't, and the enemies aren't just um, these foul Edomites. The enemies consist of 2/3 of his own people. I'm trying to think of this precept. Trying to think of this precept. It's like it's escaping me right now. But while I'm trying to figure that one out, let me do this here. Uh, where'd it go? It was. I might have put Zach Z A, but it's ZE. And it's still in the amplified version. But let's get to the point. Zechariah 13:8. It will come about in all the land, declared the Lord Yahweh. 2 parts in it will be cut off and perish, but the third will be left alive. And I would bring the third part through the fire, where the rest, that 2/3 was left. This is something to rejoice for, because it's something we're going to rejoice at, man. The destruction of the wicked, the ungodly children, man. And I will bring the third part through the fire, refine them as silver is refined, and test them as gold is tested. They will call on my name, and I will listen and answer them, and I will say, they are my people, and they will say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is my power. Yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go. And as a matter of fact, um, let me it's Um, Yab Yam Nawa. Yab Yam Nawa. Our enemies. So the whole prayer that I pray. This is one of my everyday prayers. Is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Shalak Rayam Wa Inasham Wa Abatyam Haragyam Wa Mashapatyam all call Adawamyam. That's the Edomites. Wa Gawayam. That's those heathen nations. Wa Adyab Nawa. Our enemies. And our enemies consist of 2/3 of his own people. 2/3 of his of the other Israel. That's what Paul. What's that? Romans 9. They are not all Israel that are Israel. These motherfuckers got a whole different mentality of living, man. As it says here, let me grab it. No, I'm gonna keep the amp up. Help give you some understanding of what we're dealing with here. Niggas, we're dealing with niggas. Niggas. However, it is not as though the Most High's word has failed, becoming coming to nothing. For not all who are descendants from Israel, Jacob, are the true Israelites. Let me get this one. KJV. Come on. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. These niggas in a whole different mentality, man. A whole different state of mind. They done become a whole. It's they're jakes, but they just wicked as all hell. But it's like a whole nation of people, man. A whole different new nation of people, like the Edomites, like Esau Edom, the so-called white man, was created to be who he is, the devil. It's just like these niggas and became the same thing, it's like really, but all it is just John 8:44 in full effect. You know, they are of their father, the devil. That's all it is. Just wicked, rebellious ass niggas. Rebellious as all hell, man. And, that Willie Lynch, bringing it up. I'm not sure if it's Willie. Yes, Willie. I.E. I got the whole book. I got a little book on it. Got a little book on it. But let's see what Wiki had to say on it. Also known as the Willie Lynch letter, is an address purportedly delivered by the William Lynch to an audience on the bank of the James Rivers in Virginia, 1712, regarding control of slaves within the colony. Since the late 20th century, it has been widely exposed as a hoax. What? Now, that's the first time I've heard that and read that. The letter purported to be a verbatim account of a short speech given by a slave owner in which he tells other slave masters that he has discovered the secret to controlling black slaves by setting them against one another. And you can clearly see that's in full effect to this day, more now than ever. Especially look at this gender war, this nigger woman against the Israelite man. It's in full effect, and it's affected other nations too, where the white woman don't even, the Edomite woman don't even want to deal with, or white the Edomite woman don't even want to deal with her man anymore. Which that's the spirit they all want to get with a Jake. The document has been in print since at least 1970, but first gained widespread notice in the 1990s when it appeared on the internet. Since then, it has often been promoted as authentic account of slavery during the 18th century, though its inaccuracies and anachronisms have led historians to conclude that it is a hoax. Oh, come on, that's not even. That's the devil for you, man. At work, trying to clean his wicked acts up. That's all he's doing. He's trying to clean his shit up. Yeah, it's real, all right, because you can see it's still in full effect. That's where that's gotten us to that, to this filth. I didn't mean for this to carry on as long as it's carried on, but rebellious niggas, man. Rebellious ass niggas. Rebellious niggas. Continue on with the curses, throwing them curses up and staying vigilant, stay on your watch. And give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.